What's going on, everyone, and welcome to round 9 of the SLR F1 2016 PS4 League Season 1, and today we're at the historic Monza circuit. The drivers today will face the lap 27 times in a very short race, one of the shortest races of the season. Talking about the drivers, we have two new drivers. We have Patridge F2004 and Abraham 123 XD. Last time out at Spa, it was Savis23 that won the race from Kostak 99 to close the championship gap once more to a mere 14 points, and keeping the championship fight alive between the two very evenly matched drivers. Where Kostak is faster in qualifying, it seems that Savis is better on the old race pace. And for today at Monza, I expect that battle to continue. And also in the constructors' standings, they are closing in on the inaugural SLR Constructors Championship. So let's stop all the talking and let's get on with the qualifying comparison coming from myself for the Italian Grand Prix. So here we are on board with Nene 057 and Frandythomesn for our qualifying comparison, coming around the parabolica and down onto the pit straight, going across the line, open the DRS just in both at the same time, and going down for turn 1, focusing on the braking zone, braking down at the 115 metre board, down into second gear. You can see Frandy and Nene take exactly the same line, but Nene gets a bit of oversteer on the exit of the corner, and now you're just focusing down onto the second chicane braking zone, just underneath the bridge. As you can see, the sun's in your eyes, just underneath the bridge there, and now down into third, and you see Nene goes a little bit deep under the brakes. Frandy takes it pretty nice. Now into the two Lesmos, taken pretty nice by both. Nene ran a little bit wide, and then to Lesmo 2, pretty simple, just down into fourth gear and just go through the corner. Now onto the straight under the bridge. Now you're just thinking about your Ascari braking zone, and you brake just under that red bridge again. Nene a bit more conservative, and then going through the corner a bit more flat in the corner, whereas Frandy decided to go with a early shift for some reason. And now we're focusing on parabolica, down into fourth gear into parabolica, and then short shift to fifth. Both do that very nice. Frandy a little bit wide and runs a bit AstroTurf, which you don't want to do, and it's a cross line, and then he does a 1:23.283, but it was Frandy with 1:22.524 to take fourth and ninth respectively. So with the end of the qualifying comparison, let's go ahead and look at the rest of the qualifying results. So Kostak 99, who so unsurprisingly takes the pole just ahead of Tumas 53 with an absolute stonking lap to get his Haas into second place. A debutant from Abraham 123 XD gets his Manor into third. Frandy gets the fourth place, very good qualifying from him. Carlos Eftes managed to get the fifth place with the soft tyre. Farabarn managed to get sixth in the second Renault. ohevoSRFC was 7th in the Sauber, Allen in 8th, Nene with a decent qualifying from him 9th, Pimonate in 10th, Justly Jaguar, a surprise 11th from him, as other people had mistakes, like people like Savis and Ninja Hazard didn't manage to set their laps, and it was Padrig F2004 in the final qualifying spot in 12th. So with qualifying concluded, let's head down to the race with commentary coming from Multistim 96.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here for straight line racing here from Monza International Speedway. I am joining here with video highlights from this race. Here are the qualifying classifications are on your screens just now. Kostak took the pole position on soft compound tire with a 1:22.268. Then it was a Haas of Thomas 53 with super soft. Actually, really strong performance from Kostak in qualifying. Then Abraham in third. Then second Haas of Frandythomesn in fourth. Carlos fifth. Fair 7 Bernat on soft 2 in sixth. Then We had Evo in 7th, Alan 8th, Neen 9th, PMNA 10th, and that's the top 10 for this qualifying session. I'm sorry about the pronunciations of some people's names, as I am not quite sure how to pronounce their names, but here we go, coming to the end of the formation lap. We're going to be getting ready to start the Italian Grand Prix, and it should be a really fascinating race here, and we just have to wait for those fiber lights to go out here at Monza. So let's go. So here we go, with 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go, racing. We're here on board with Neen. At his point of view of his start, he gets a fairly decent run from the line, and he has 2 cars to his sides, Alan and Evo. And there's a car dive bombing Frandythomesn, that's PMNA. And it looks like that Neen still is in 9th, but here we go, looking on board with Frandythomesn against his teammate actually. So this should be quite fascinating. Here he goes, Frandythomesn is there, and oh, there's a Red Bull spawn around now. Thomas goes completely wide, and that lets his teammate Frandythomesn through. So 2 Thomases, but now here we go with double onboard action. It's Evo versus Frandythomesn, Haas versus Albert, OP slipstream, up the Rich mix, into turn 1 and 2. They go side by side, and there's contact. Frandythomesn pushes Evo off wide into turn 2, and Evo must be really disgusted with this sort of driving. But now Neen is behind, so Evo is on attack from Neen. Onboard action with Neen, and Evo just shuts the door on him. Really nice defense, and now Neen his slams into the back of Evo, and that gives Neen from wing damage, which he will definitely not benefit from. But now here we go on lap 3, coming to Ascari on board with Neen. Let's see what happens. Oh, Zaber loses the control, and now there's big contact. It's a crash. Neen is round, no front wing. It's absolute disastrous moment for the Mercedes driver just now. He must be raging in the cockpit just now. But now let's look at what happened to Evo. So into the braking zone to Ascari, goes on a throttle. Looks like he just lost it on the curb, and then he had nowhere to put his car, as he had to save it, or he would be out of the race. Of course, he's been spawner as well, and now he's down the grid, so it's not that good. But now lap 5, 2 Haas cars battling it out. Thomas against Frandythomesn for P9, and Frandythomesn goes up the inside into Parabolica. And his teammate has nothing to defend with. But now here we go with a shaky backhand from Frandy, and now his teammate will have a better run. Slipstream, rich mix. He gets the position back. So for P8 now, as someone came into the pits, So yeah, but now once again here, later in the lap, Frandythomesn on his teammate gets a DRS this time though, and it's there's a Zabber really dangerously parking there to let them through, but that is P8 for Frandythomesn, and now will he go up the inside? No, he backs it off, double thinks about it, and now Frandythomesn is into P8 and his teammate Thomas is in P9. Now here we go, lap 11. Abraham comes out the pits just ahead of Evo. They're going to stick it side by side, wheel to wheel, a bit of a tap there, but Abraham has the better line coming towards the corner. He had the better run for turn 2 as well as he had the outside line, but now on the inside line for turn 3, slipping right-hander, and he keeps the P9. Really nice side-by-side action here. Now Evo only in lap 11. What can he do? Really nice speed, rich mix, slipstream, and DRS all against Neen in a Mercedes. And Neen has nothing to defend himself with, and that is going to be a P11 for Evo. Last for P11, lap 20, wow. And we're seeing this sort of action, and now back again with Thomas, but against a Ferrari this time. That's Savis, 23, and now Savis does get a DRS and the slipstream. Looks like he's on rich mix as well. And now he just flies past the Haas car on soft tire compound. Both drivers on softs, and definitely benefiting for the Ferrari driver as he's into P4. But now Neen once again here, lap 24. He has a lap car behind him. Let's see what happens. And he goes into the turn 1, and oh, that's a big lock up, and he has to take the escape road. Has to. Oh, that is really unfortunate, as he will get a 3-second penalty from the steward. Now here we go, going towards the line. Frandythomesn, starting P4, is going to end up in P9 at the line. Really unfortunate for him, but it's still a point scoring. Neen going to cross the line in P11.
Thank you very much to multichannel Stim to making that commentary video such short notice. He did a really good job. So more about the race. Kostak 99 ended up taking the win in the end from Barnett, who rediscovers some of his early form that he had at the beginning of the season when he took the season opening win. And it was Savis 23 who recovered from the back of the grid to manage to get a third. Very, very good drive to limit the points deficit to Kostak in the end. Abraham on his debut did a very good job, went from 3rd to 4th, went backwards, but did a really good job in the end to get that 4th position and 12 points for the Manor team. PMNA got 5th in the Toro Rosso, did really good, went from 10th to 5th. He's quite good at going from quite far down to quite far up. Tumas, I was expecting him to be further up after the qualifying he had, but again, 6th place, really good for him. Carlos Eftes finished 7th after spinning it on the first couple of laps. Alan in 8th, solid drive from him. Frandy in 9th. Mocking Weeks in 10th, and Nene in 11th. Just outside the points after contact with Evo, just ruined the race. And after a steward inquiry, Evo got a 5-second penalty for his next race time after ruining my race really. And talking about Evo, he finished in 12th. So what does this mean for the drivers? It means that Kostak 99 has extended the lead in the championship to now a solid 24.5 points over Savis 23. Barnett is 31 points behind, still in touching distance, but probably not in contention, and it could be out of contention as of the next race. Carlos Eftes makes ground on Gary Dunnigan with 54 points now to Gary's 48 after he couldn't make it. ohevoSRFC, PMNA and Nene 57 are all on 41 points after Nene and Evo didn't score any points, and PMNA got 5th in the end. Nelly, who's no longer in the league, and Aldaro no longer in the league with 36 and 31 to round out the top 10. In 11th is Frandythomesn with 31.5 points, slowly, nearly getting into the top 10. Followed by Alan, who should be there in the next race if they carry on their good form as they have done in recent races. Prince of Shadow with 22 in 13th. Mocking Weeks, who's had better form recently, is in 14th with 19 points. Kid Ives in 15th. with 17. Abraham, after one race, has already got himself up to 16th with 12 points. Tumas in 17th with 11. Rafe in 18th with 10. Ninja Hazard and Alan KV runs out the top 20. In the constructor standings, it's Renault that have a now pretty much a lead that no one's really going to close down unless they both retire in the last 3 races, which I don't see happening, with a 245.5 points now, a 93 point lead over Williams, and they're the only team under 100 points. Everyone else is way off. McLaren are in 3rd, Sauber 4th, Toro Rosso 5th, Red Bull 6th, Ferrari 7th, Mercedes 8th, Haas in 9th, and Manor in 10th, and Force India are round out the rest of the constructors. So the next race is in 2 weeks' time in Suzuka, or in tomorrow in this date. So go and check out my stream tomorrow on Nathan Lane's Twitch channel at 8 PM British time. And I'd like to say thank you to all the drivers that took part in this race. Also, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who showed their POVs, Evo and Frandy, and also I'd like to say thank you to multi-channel Stim for doing today's race edit for the Monza Italian Grand Prix. And yeah guys, I haven't really got much more to say. Until next time, it's Nene47 and we are out.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe